And there was an outburst in the courtroom this morning as closing arguments were being heard in the triple murder trial of a member of the Hells Angel Motorcycle Club.
For the term of life without the possibility of parole.
When Hells Angels end up in U.S. prisons, their fearsome reputation doesn't fade. It actually grows. These notorious bikers bring their hard-edged ways into the cell blocks, where their presence is felt more intensely than ever. Behind bars, they face a different kind of power struggle, but their legendary status ensures they remain at the top. From their influence over other inmates to their ability to control the prison environment, the most feared Hells Angels continue to dominate the prison system. Join us as we uncover the stories of these men who have turned incarceration into their own territory. Number 15. George Christie. George Christie, a notorious figure in the criminal underworld, is best known for his tenure as the president of the Ventura chapter of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. His rise within the organization was marked by his involvement in a range of criminal activities, including drug trafficking and racketeering. Christie's influence extended beyond the streets, as he played a pivotal role in orchestrating numerous illegal enterprises. Christie's criminal career was characterized by his strategic acumen and ruthlessness. His leadership in the Hells Angels was not only about enforcing the club's code, but also about expanding its criminal operations. This reputation for violence and strategic thinking followed him into prison, where he faced new challenges and opportunities. In prison, Christie's reputation as a formidable leader remained intact. His ability to command respect and navigate the complex social dynamics of the prison system underscored his earlier status as a key figure in the criminal world. His violent tendencies, however, continued to be a defining aspect of his persona, contributing to both his influence and the ongoing tensions within the prison environment. As of the most recent updates, Christie's current status remains closely monitored. His extensive criminal record and influential past ensure that he continues to be a significant figure within the prison system. The latest reports indicate that while his power has been somewhat curtailed by incarceration, Christie's legacy as a high-ranking member of the Hells Angels and a skilled criminal strategist persists. His ongoing presence in the criminal justice system reflects the enduring impact of his past activities and his complex, controversial legacy. Number 14. Ralph "Sonny" Barger. Ralph "Sonny" Barger, a name synonymous with the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, became a formidable figure both on the streets and behind bars. Born in 1938, Barger's association with the Hells Angels began in the early 1950s, and he soon rose to prominence as the leader of the Oakland chapter. His influence extended far beyond the club, cementing his reputation as one of the most feared and respected figures in the motorcycle world. Barger's criminal activities and leadership style were marked by a ruthless efficiency that earned him both admiration and animosity. His involvement in various illegal enterprises, from drug trafficking to violent confrontations, made him a high-profile target for law enforcement. His multiple incarcerations were a testament to his criminal prowess and the substantial threat he posed to authorities. During his time in prison, Barger's reputation as a feared figure only grew. The walls of the penitentiaries he occupied could not diminish his influence. Inside, he maintained his control over the Hells Angels, using his strategic mind to navigate the complexities of prison life. His ability to command respect and instill fear among inmates and guards alike underscored his legendary status. Barger's prison years were marked by a series of legal battles and a continued defiance against the system. His charisma and unyielding demeanor only solidified his position as a towering figure in the world of outlaw motorcycle clubs. Even behind bars, Sonny Barger remained a symbol of power and intimidation, his name evoking both reverence and dread in equal measure. Number 13. David "Big Dave" Carr. David "Big Dave" Carr is a name that echoes through the hallways of America's toughest prisons. Known for his imposing stature and unyielding presence, Carr isn't just another inmate. He's a legend among the incarcerated. His notoriety stems from his deep roots in the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, where he earned a fearsome reputation that followed him into the penal system. Standing at over 6 feet tall and built like a freight train, Carr commands respect with just his presence. But it's not just his size that makes him formidable. It's the stories of his past exploits that send shivers down the spines of fellow prisoners. Carr's rise within the Hells Angels was marked by a string of violent confrontations and high-stakes deals that solidified his position as one of the most feared members of the club. In prison, Carr's reputation only grows. Fellow inmates whisper about his unbreakable will and his uncanny ability to strike fear into anyone who crosses him. The prison yard becomes a place of tense standoffs and wary glances whenever Carr makes his way through. His stare alone can silence a room, and his unflinching demeanor leaves little doubt that he's a force to be reckoned with. But Carr is more than just a figure of fear. He's also a symbol of resilience and power. His journey through the criminal underworld and into the harsh confines of prison has turned him into a mythic figure, a modern-day titan whose name reverberates through the prison system. For those who know of him, David "Big Dave" Carr is a reminder of the unrelenting power and influence that can shape and dominate even the harshest environments. Number 12. Mark "Chopper" Hargrove. In the shadowy world of crime, Mark Chopper. Hargrove stands as a chilling testament to ruthless ambition and calculated power. His life reads like a high-stakes thriller, a relentless journey through the underbelly of society where every move is a masterstroke of criminal ingenuity. Chopper's early career was defined by his involvement in drug smuggling, where he orchestrated complex operations with a precision that would impress even the most seasoned strategists. His racketeering network was not just a series of illicit deals. It was a sprawling empire that ensnared everyone from the unsuspecting to the hardened criminals. Behind prison walls, his reputation evolved into something almost mythical. Known for his ruthless behavior, Chopper's name alone could silence the most defiant inmates. His influence within the prison system grew formidable, turning him into a feared and respected figure who manipulated the internal dynamics with the same cold efficiency he once used to control his criminal empire. Today, Chopper's life in prison is marked by a persistent aura of menace. Recent updates suggest that, despite his physical confinement, he continues to wield significant influence. His daily existence is characterized by a blend of strategic cunning and iron-fisted control, maintaining an impressive grip on his surroundings. For Chopper, the prison walls might confine him physically, but his power and reach remain as imposing as ever. Number 11. Bobby "Ice" Thompson. Bobby Ice. Thompson has earned a chilling reputation within the notorious world of the Hells Angels, particularly in the grim confines of U.S. prisons. Known for his cold, calculated approach to both crime and violence, Thompson stands out as one of the most feared figures behind bars. Thompson's chilling demeanor isn't merely an act, it's a reflection of his deeply ingrained criminal mindset. His nickname, Ice, signifies not just his cool temperament, but also his methodical and ruthless approach to crime. With a history marked by violent offenses and a strategic approach to criminal enterprises, Thompson's reputation as a hardened criminal is well-deserved. His presence in U.S. prisons has only amplified his fearsome status. Inside these walls, he is known for his calculated manipulations and strategic alliances, which have made him a significant player in prison hierarchies. Thompson's ability to navigate the brutal prison environment with a chilling detachment, has earned him both respect and fear among fellow inmates and prison staff alike. Thompson's cold-blooded tactics and his reputation for unflinching violence have made him a symbol of the extreme end of criminal behavior. His story serves as a stark reminder of the dangerous allure of organized crime and the lengths some individuals will go to maintain power and control, even behind bars. Number 10. Charles Chuck Zito. Charles Chuck Zito is a name that commands respect and fear within the notorious Hells Angels. Known for his violent tendencies and criminal prowess, Zito's reputation extends far beyond the biker community. Zito's rise to notoriety began in the rough streets of New York City, where his involvement with the Hells Angels was marked by his street smarts and a readiness for violence. His imposing physical presence and impressive combat skills quickly established him as a formidable figure. Within the criminal underworld, Zito earned his fearsome reputation through his ability to dominate and exert influence. Adding to his notoriety, Zito has also made a name for himself in the media and entertainment industry. His shift from a life of crime to Hollywood stardom underscores his complex persona. Zito has appeared in various films and TV shows, drawing on his real-life experiences to bring authenticity to his roles. This crossover into entertainment has further cemented his reputation, merging his criminal past with a high-profile public image. Within the Hells Angels, Zito represents more than just a feared individual. He epitomizes the gang's power and influence. His impact is felt not only in the criminal world, but also in the entertainment industry, showcasing the unique blend of violence and celebrity that defines his presence. Number 9. Steve O. Tatum. Steve O. Tatum is one of the most feared names in U.S. jails. He was dreaded as a Hells Angel because of his prior misdeeds and his power behind bars. Tatum's rise from a known biker to a prison lord is a disturbing example of prison power relations. Tatum rose through the Hells Angels motorcycle club with deliberate actions and ruthlessness, proving his leadership. His illegal acts and club membership made him a figure of fear, but his ability to sustain and increase this influence in prison cemented his reputation. Tatum grew in influence while in prison by navigating the dangerous social landscape. His violent reputation and cunning ties made him a prison powerhouse. Tatum used the Hells Angels' code of loyalty, respect, and dominance to command respect and fear among convicts and officers in this new setting. Prison was Tatum's stage for intimidation. He constantly reminded us of the Hells Angels' might. Inmates were wary of him due to his violent tendencies and powerful network of sympathizers within and outside the institution. Many prison stories highlight his physical intimidation and skillful use of influence and relationships to manage his surroundings. Tatum's history as the most feared Hells Angel in U.S. jails shows how gangs affect every aspect of society, even prisons. His story shows how fear, respect, and power shape violent and intricate jail politics. Number 8. William Billy Martin. In the labyrinthine world of U.S. prisons, where shadows and whispers dance in the corridors, William Billy Martin stands out as a figure shrouded in both fear and infamy. His name resonates through the echoing halls with a gravity that can only come from a long history steeped in criminal notoriety. Known for his extensive criminal record, Martin's reputation is cemented not only by the crimes he's committed, but by the fear he inspires in those around him. Billy Martin's criminal activities read like a litany of nightmares. Racketeering, a term that encompasses the orchestration of organized crime, is just the beginning. His violent tendencies have made him a notorious figure. his actions leaving a trail of chaos and terror. This violent streak isn't just a part of his past. It's a defining characteristic that continues to shape his existence behind bars. His time in prison has only magnified his fearsome reputation. Martin's aggressive tactics have become legendary within the inmate community. His ability to command respect through sheer intimidation is unparalleled, creating an atmosphere where even the bravest of men tread carefully around him. The very mention of his name can send shivers down the spine of those who have crossed paths with him, reflecting the dangerous aura that surrounds his presence. The current status of Billy Martin is a topic of intense curiosity. As he navigates the complexities of prison life, the question of his future looms large. Updates about his situation reveal a man who continues to be a formidable force, even in the confines of his cell. His influence remains palpable, a testament to the enduring power of his fearsome legacy. In the world of the most feared angels in U.S. prisons, William Billy Martin's name is etched in bold letters. His past deeds and present demeanor ensure that he remains a central figure in the ongoing narrative of criminal infamy. As the prison walls close in, his reputation remains a powerful reminder of the dark and turbulent world he represents. Number 7. James "Jimmy" Moore. One person stands out in organized crime for his power and notoriety. He founded a drug and organized crime empire as a prominent Hells Angels member. High-stakes operations shaped his criminal career. Complex smuggling networks made his drug trafficking enterprises notorious and profitable. Beyond small crime, he committed complex, large-scale crimes. He demonstrated his ingenuity and ruthlessness in organized crime by smuggling drugs in a dangerous and broad network. His fearsome reputation intensified in prison, not disappeared. This prisoner commands respect and frightens his other captives. He has maintained authority in prison. He directs inmates and workers with respect and power, not just intimidation. His outside authority has carried over into prison, where his impact is still felt. His reputation survives incarceration, according to recent updates. He still controls many jail aspects as a key prison official. He remains one of the most powerful criminal leaders due to his fearsome presence. Their story is one of power, control, and intimidation. His life, from his crimes to his prison sentence, shows the lasting impact of individuals who have navigated organized crime with expertise and brutality. Number 6. Richard "Richie" Perez. Richard Richie. Perez is a major player in organized crime. His name inspires dread and reverence. His life is a thriller with high-stakes action and dangerous actions. Perez's crimes as a Hells Angels leader shaped crime. Drug smuggling was illegal, but his complicated high-stakes plans made him rich and powerful. He prepared every move in a risky dance. His cunning and brutality set him apart from his pals. Perez's criminal career was defined by daring and intricate plots. He led a risky network because he was so proficient at drug smuggling. He was known for employing smarts and fear to survive in this perilous society. His volume and intricacy of crimes demonstrate his importance in the criminal world and his ability to frighten and inspire. Perez is still vilified in prison. His imposing appearance and ability to frighten others have kept him in authority among his fellow captives. His power goes beyond scaring people. It involves respect that makes convicts and workers pay heed. His dominance outside of jail has transferred over into his life there, where his presence is still felt fiercely. Recent updates on Perez's condition reveal that his effect has not weakened in jail. He remains a key jail authority and controls numerous prison operations. Richard Richie Perez's criminal genius and prison dominance show how talented and driven organized crime figures leave a lasting legacy. Number 5. Anthony Tony Russo. Anthony Tony Russo is one of the most feared Hells Angels members, especially in U.S. jails. His bad image follows him around, creating a long, scary shadow that can be felt inside prison walls. As Tony Russo became famous in the Hells Angels, he was known for strictly following the club's rules and being completely dedicated to its cause. His actions have made Russo a more dangerous person, both on the streets and in prison, where he is known for his smarts and cruel methods. His impact goes beyond just being there. It includes a smart ability to plan and manage things from the inside. In jail, Russo's reputation has grown even more. People admire and fear him, and his name has come to mean both power and danger. Because he knows how to get along with everyone in jail and has a criminal record, he is very important in the prison's social order. Because of this, he has an impact not only on the other prisoners, but also on the staff, who have to carefully handle his presence. The legendary Tony Russo shows how scary the Hells Angels really are, and how far their members will go to stay in charge and in power. His story is a stark warning of how dangerous and violent motorcycle gangs can be, as well as how deeply they are rooted in the prison system. Number 4. Joseph Joe Torres. Joseph Joe Torres, a notorious figure within the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, is infamous for his fearsome reputation and extensive criminal record. With a career steeped in brutality and high-level criminal activities, Torres has become a name synonymous with violence and organized crime. Operating at the upper echelons of the Hells Angels, Torres's criminal activities have included drug trafficking, violent assaults, and various forms of organized crime. His involvement in these operations has cemented his status as one of the most feared members of the motorcycle club, both within and outside of prison walls. Torres's reputation was not built overnight. His brutal tactics and ruthless efficiency in handling criminal enterprises earned him respect and fear among his peers. The severity of his actions, often marked by violent retribution and high-stakes operations, has made him a significant figure in the world of organized crime. His presence in prison only amplifies his notoriety. Incarceration has not diminished his reputation. Rather, it has solidified his status as a formidable figure within the criminal underworld. Fellow inmates and authorities alike recognize him for his involvement in serious criminal activities and his uncompromising approach to violence. Joseph Joe Torres remains a key figure in discussions about the Hells Angels' influence and operations, embodying the dangerous intersection of organized crime and biker culture. Number 3. Danny Dan Williams. Danny Dan Williams is a feared and notorious figure within the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, renowned for his extreme brutality and significant criminal influence. His reputation is built on a foundation of ruthless violence and high-profile criminal activities, including drug trafficking, extortion, and violent assaults. Williams's role in these operations underscores his fearsome nature and the considerable power he wields within the criminal underworld. Williams's criminal activities are marked by an uncompromising ruthlessness that serves to enforce the Hells Angels' dominance and discipline. His involvement in high-stakes operations and his use of extreme violence have made him a key player in the club's criminal endeavors. This reputation for severity and intimidation ensures that Williams's influence extends far beyond the motorcycle club itself. Williams's notoriety is so profound that it continues to impact the criminal world outside prison walls. His reputation for brutality and his role in enforcing the Hells Angels' control ensure that he remains a significant and menacing figure. His actions and influence underscore the dangerous and far-reaching impact of the Hells Angels on both criminal operations and society at large. Number 2. Frank "Frankie" Smith. Known for his unyielding ruthlessness and strategic cunning, Frank "Frankie" Smith is a name that echoes through the shadowy corners of the American prison system. Feared both within the Hells Angels and beyond, Smith has earned a reputation that precedes him. His rise through the ranks of the notorious motorcycle gang was marked by a series of violent confrontations and calculated maneuvers, which solidified his position as one of the most feared individuals behind bars. Smith's reputation is not merely a product of his criminal activities, but also a reflection of his complex personality. Charismatic, yet intimidating, he has a chilling ability to manipulate and control those around him. His influence extends beyond the gang, as he has made a mark on various criminal enterprises, from drug trafficking to extortion. In the prison system, Smith's name carries weight. His ability to instill fear and command respect among fellow inmates has made him a central figure in numerous conflicts and power struggles. His involvement in high-profile incidents, including violent outbursts and orchestrated riots, has only added to his notoriety. Despite the violent nature of his rise, Smith's strategic mind has earned him respect even from those who oppose him. His calculated decisions and ability to stay several steps ahead of both law enforcement and rival gangs demonstrate a level of cunning that has kept him at the top of the criminal hierarchy. Behind bars, Smith's influence remains formidable, a testament to his unrelenting ambition and ruthlessness. Number 1. Peter "Pete" Evans. Peter "Pete" Evans is a towering figure in the criminal underworld, known for his unyielding determination and strategic acumen. His rise through the ranks of organized crime is a testament to his ruthless efficiency and shrewd planning. Evans's criminal career is marked by high-stakes operations, including elaborate heists and the management of illicit enterprises. His actions are driven by a blend of calculated risk-taking and precise execution, showcasing his ability to navigate the dangerous waters of organized crime. Evans is feared and respected for his ability to outmaneuver rivals and stay ahead of law enforcement. His relentless pursuit of power and influence has earned him a formidable place in the underworld. In the shadowy corners of criminal activity, Peter "Pete" Evans remains a force to be reckoned with, his name synonymous with both respect and trepidation. Thanks for watching our dive into the most feared Hells Angels in U.S. prisons. For more gripping stories and updates, hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay tuned. Catch you in the next video.